We'll see. I just found out that the game is leaving Netflix on December 12th, so I'm going to try to finish it before then. Speaking of which, if you have Netflix, that would be a great way to experience this yourself right now. It is available there. Included with most, if not all, subscriptions, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Act 3, Scene 13, Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Am I supposed to remember who Johnny is? Johnny, hey, you see that cat over there? Talking to the dog, Homer. Should I choose look like she just washed up or think she'd eat some bread? Think she'd eat some bread? Maybe we should leave a crust or two behind and she'll go for it when she's comfortable. Is Johnny part of the music duo that we picked up? I think so. Johnny looks different. Yeah. I guess this is after the gig. To reception. Gonna ring the bell. Is it ding the bell? Ring the bell? Up. It's Lula. Here you are. Mary Ann has the rest of the evening off, so I'm minding the desk. Any word on the address? The results just came in by courier. Good news. Donald and his assistants were able to sort through the noise. I had Rick cross-reference the results against some of our records. He found a corresponding mail stop on the Echo River route. As it happens, the night ferry is scheduled to make its stop there shortly. The ferryman carries the mail and collects the garbage as well. I'm sure you can catch a ride out that way. You're welcome to wait here. I have to get back to packing. Are you going somewhere? I might. I'm feeling impulsive and I'd like to be ready. Okay. Maybe back to Mexico. It's been years. They still have one of my sculptures in the museum down there. Did you know? Big, ugly iron thing. Time to have it scrapped anyway. Safe travels. Try to stay out of the water. It's colder than it looks, and deep. Well, I guess we're heading back to the truck then. Is that all we needed? Wait, let's wait. How long do we have to wait? Oh, who knows? Alright, what happened? What? In the church, at the graveyard, you two came out of there all weird. What happened? It's okay, you can tell them. It doesn't matter anymore. Fine. So, we were in that graveyard. Having a flashback. Exciting. Act 3. Scene 14. Where the strangers come from. That's right, this is the part that I was kind of sad I skipped over, so I guess maybe I wasn't supposed to be able to play much of it. It's just the way the game was designed. Try playing it now. Oh, there we go. This reminds me of a certain scene from Welcome to Derry, if you guys have been watching that. Well, this can't be right. Looks like an old church. Worth a look inside, I guess. I want to stay outside. Why? I think I saw a lizard. I'll stay with him. Okay, we'll make it quick. The church floor is cold metal, scuffed and flexed by unknown boot heels. I want to sit. Let's have a seat. I don't know what I expected. The strangers, he kept saying. That's more interesting to me. Kind of vague already, isn't it? Donald's a stranger. Hell, you and I are practically strangers. Listen, earlier, in the mine, I didn't want to talk about it, but... What'd you find down there? When I saw Weaver, she was on TV. I was testing a pretty simple tube repair, flipping through channels to check the saturation, and she was just there. It was kind of horrible. I mean, I told you she disappeared, suddenly, ran away, but we thought... You thought she was dead. Yeah, I guess I don't like to say it. Dead. And then, the next time I flipped to channel 2, Weaver. It's burned in my vision now. She's standing in a room. The walls are a blank kind of gray. There's a tape on the walls, like markings and desks. A classroom, maybe? The camera is in the corner, so it's this sort of 45-degree angle into the room. And there's Weaver right in the center of the picture. I stopped turning the dial. Hell, I think I stopped breathing. Eventually she spoke, but there was no real sound, just this awful hum. I read the closed captions. She said to go to the mine, I'd find something there. I can't remember her exact words. Whenever I try, I get distracted and fuzzy. It's so dusty in here, right? I hadn't noticed. Maybe it's me. I'm kind of allergic to... What the hell was that? Did you hear that? We should check outside. We should... Ooh. Uh-oh. Yeah, nothing concerning about this. Pretty sure this is commonplace in most churches. Comes standard. And of course, then you've got the skeleton. Just hanging out. Yep. The stranger activates the tape player slung on his shoulder. A crackly drawl echoes in the room. It is patient, and it sounds like it should be smiling. Doolittle, my regrets. I hope I didn't keep you waiting long. We don't see a lot of foot traffic these days. I guess you're here about the job. I'm afraid we only have one opening at the moment. Horrible business. What's this job? Certainly, I'll tell you everything you need to know. I've only just met you, but I feel certain there's a place for you here. I'll just take you over to meet the dispatcher, show you the trucks, get you familiarized. We can converse as we go. What is this place? Well, it's not an old church. No, I guess not. But still, it all has a kind of reverence to it. And what's that smell? Like bread? Baking bread? Please, follow me. Okay. You kind of look like my leg. So I can tell we're cut from the same cloth. Am I going this way? Are they to follow me this way? What is this? Why am I controlling the skeleton? This is creepy. I'm sure that's part of the point. Adds to the unfamiliarity of everything. What is this? Horseshoe thing? Oh, okay. Please follow me. I'm a glowing holographic skeleton. I have to ask you to step in here a moment. This is for your safety, and adjust your outfits just a bit. There's some protective headwear up on the wall back there. Please remove your shoes and eyeglasses. I'm not taking off my shoes. Oh, I understand. It's only a courtesy to... Well, do us a favor and put on the headwear anyway. Just this way. Alright, we've got our headwear. And if you saw, my tablet is now charging officially. So let's see. Are we stopping in the command area? Oh. Last time we sat down, strange things happened. What's over here? Oop. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, let's sit down. Wow, check this stuff out. It must be decades old, but it's in perfect condition. How do you think they keep it like that? Maintenance, old man. I bet someone's job around here. Probably hard to keep all the dust out, you know, underground. That's why I get into this business. That's why I got into this business, to keep old stuff like this running. Seems like such a shame to let it just fall into ruin, you know? Like that computer back in the cave, Xanadu. Decades of engineering, thousands of years of mathematics and philosophy, all petrified into living stone. How could you just let that fall apart? More new arrivals this evening. Plenty to do. Got to relay the formula. What formula? Oh, the formula. Changed our lives. Once, years ago, we were as prisoners to the intricacies of our debts here. We'd have to account for everything on paper. Compounding interest by hand, reassessing amortization, and leverage asset distributions according to nightly merit decay. Then, she stepped out of the dark caves to show us the light of the formula. She had a brilliant grasp of mathematics and a saint-like way of speaking right through the numbers. Now, we just plug our daily numbers into the formula and run it all through the adding machine. We occasionally suffer some surplus drift, but she introduced us on all the necessary adjustments. It was devastating to see our revered mathematician go, but she was needed elsewhere. Her legacy abides. What job are they working? We actually just need to ask you about a computer. No, the orientation is all done by voice and rote. We don't believe electronics have a role in our company culture. Computers are tools. Plenty of interesting mechanical this and that ahead, though. Shall we move on? Did we just get hired? Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, this is making a lot of sense to me, for sure. I was just saying, I wonder when the glowing skeleton comes into play in this game. Here's the fleet, haha. Oh, we just use these to get around internally. What do you do here? Oh, I'm a copywriter. Text on bottles and flyers and copy, that sort of thing. Discerning shades and heartstick lovers have long known the taste of hard times and held it in favor over all other spirits. That was one of mine. So, the trucks are just east a ways and shipping. You can become acquainted with the dispatcher there. Give me a tap on the shoulder if you see something that catches your eye. Always happy to show off the facilities. Sublime machinery. Okay. Is it supposed to go to logistics? Oh well, we're going to shipping. Anyone else getting a Fallout vibe from this in some way, shape, or form? I admit I'm not a Fallout expert. It's kind of the radioactivity meets the classic 50s-ish music. Here it is, now. I have to ask, as a matter of course, what kind of experience do you have driving trucks? I drove deliveries for an antique shop up until this last run. Ah, precious cargo. Will do just fine. And you can drive safely, can't you? I haven't any doubt now. It's only after what happened with Miguel this evening. What happened with Miguel this evening? Well, the dust is still clearing, of course. Perhaps he closed his eyes a moment, or simply hit a curve too devilish. I do pity ill-fated Miguel. He was good company, and slow to anger, but if we're speaking confidentially... Well, with all that lost product to be repaid, bourbon and glass dashed across the interstate, and a few casks too, we're all just thankful he had no next of kin. So, let's see if we can ring up the dispatcher. Doodle starts the truck and switches on the CB radio. A deep, monotonous voice drones from the dashboard speaker. 1020 on that load. Come back. Up in the Hummingbird Cave. 1012. City Kitty. It's a good time, dispatch. We have found Miguel's replacement. Thought you might like to get acquainted. 10-9, come again? Conway, introduce yourself. Pleased to meet you? Tell dispatch something impressive about yourself. They're very well regarded here. I guess I could drive a truck like this. 99 wheel holder, gotta pay the water bill. Ah, so. I'm certain they'll call back before long. Let's take a look around the truck, eh? Headlights work fine, see? That's important. Most of our product goes out at night. You never know what you'll run into You'll never know who you'll run into in the daylight, and dusk can be treacherously misleading with all the indirect light. The magic hour, eh? Magic hour, sure. To Conway. The angle of the sun at dusk and dawn means the light is mostly indirect reflections from the sky. Everything looks like a movie. It's all a bit softer. Drivers sleep in the day, huh? I'll sleep in the day, then. Sure. Those that sleep, Miguel pulled extra day shifts when he could. Sometimes he'd help me, sometimes over in bottling. He shouldn't have been out driving at dusk. Weird shadows, soft light, dangerous. Headlights look pretty okay. Conway had to get off the highway too. Loud. Conway had to get off the highway. Too loud, Tanuki. That they do. Moving on. Control the wipers with this knob here. Fiddles with the controls. They seem to have a decent torque to them, eh? Can't say how they'd fare in an ice storm, but we must never delay shipment. Better to assume the risk. You folks watch the weather closely? I wouldn't know it if I saw it. Too many years of climate control. Have I mentioned I rarely, if ever, leave our facility? I wouldn't know the rain if it drowned me. I'm sure the wipers are fine. Of course, what else then? Oh, sure, I know they went to look. Kick the tires. That's the thing we do, isn't it? As though our knees could exert the kind of force these tires see out there on the road, we're more likely to hurt ourselves. Isn't it the way, eh? Sure, they're big machines, but they can be fragile. Absolutely. A truck deserves care and fearful respect, like a glass elephant. Miguel was a good driver, but he didn't have that quality of deference. What is going on? Why are we getting hired? Conway sat in a dim room full of folding chairs. The walls and ceiling were painted with old smoke. Someone read from the book. He drank coffee with a little sugar. He listened. He was just waiting for it to be over. The speaker listed all the things we tried. That we, most people in the room, were probably there by court order. A few others shared. They spoke in abstractions like a program of action, a good orderly direction, spiritual but not religious, religious but not spiritual, all the things we tried. Then it was over. They clasped sweaty hands through a short prayer and stepped back out in the morning. He knew it was time to hit the bar. It was good to get out of the heat, away from the mendacity. He settled into it. Someone else from the meeting was here, looking rough. He started a conversation. She was on a bender, a week in counting. She'd arrived at the meeting drunk and sat in the back because she didn't believe in it. She read a lot of French books and didn't believe in anything but the benign indifference of the universe, quote unquote. It was comforting in its way. She didn't have to prefer one thought or day over any other. All she had to do was drink and stay indifferent. Now, what else can we show you? Alright guys, I think I'm going to wrap here. Thanks for tuning in, and we will be back soon, hopefully. Like I said, December 12th is the cutoff on streaming for this game, at least on Netflix, and that's how I've been playing it, so I'm going to try to use that as a goal to wrap this game up. And I guess we all have new jobs now, or something. So, take care. Bye-bye.